Are you ready for pain? Are you ready for suffering? If the answer is yes, then you're ready.
Me when people hate on Sam Smith. Sam Smith is a musical genius, baby.
Why am I now seeing Sam Smith get this much hate? It's just so weird because now that Sam is much more open with their sexuality and they gain weight, people are saying so much weird things about them and saying that they miss the old Sam. When Sam was in the closet and was skinnier? I don't know, y'all are weird.
I hate Sam Smith's music. I wish he'd go back to making the music he was making when he wasn't not so fat and gay. That's a lot of the hate that I see going around on my timeline in regards to Sam Smith. A lot of people like to say, why does Sam Smith have to change? Why does Sam Smith have to stop making good music? And I just gotta address. First, Sam Smith identifies as they, them. So if you're talking about Sam Smith, make sure you respect their pronouns. And I have to ask you all, we never think about this, but when the music is making you happy, do you ever think about how the artist actually feels inside? Sure, the song Sam Smith made in the past probably is what got them awards, probably is what got them well known. But was Sam Smith happy at the time? With the content that you see Sam Smith making now, with the way Sam Smith expresses themselves, you can see the happiness coming out of themselves. And it's not just Sam Smith. It's a problem in the whole LGBTQ plus community. We try so hard when we're different to fit in so we're not treated differently. And then when we actually get the confidence to embrace the real side of us, a lot of times our friends or our family will tell us, oh, you changed, when they're just not used to seeing the happiness that we actually truly are radiating out of our body. What they're used to is the fake happiness. But I also want to know why you all are so pressed when artists like Sam Smith and Lil Nas X incorporates the devil or hell into their performances or their music videos. You tell us we're going to hell, so they're giving you what you want. Isn't that what you want? So all I gotta say is, leave Sam Smith the hell alone. Let them just love themselves. Let them just make art that makes themselves happy. And go find yourself a new artist if you don't like the music. But to my beauties, you all have a beautiful day.
I have to give my opinion out about Sam Smith because it's really fucking frustrating seeing all this negativity towards them. And it's just so unnecessary to be this mean and bully a person just for being who they are. Especially, I expected this from other people, but if this is definitely even coming from the LGBT community, no matter if you're gay, trans, or whatever you are, if you're sending a bunch of negative comments and shit, it's ridiculous. You need to do fucking better. I was always taught, if I had nothing nice to say, don't say anything at all. You could have your fucking opinion, but you don't have to fucking express it. You can just mind your fucking business, scroll on by, whatever the fuck it is. And one of the things that annoys me the most is people who sit here and say, oh, I miss old Sam Smith. The old Sam Smith, where they were miserable, they were less confident, they were less happy, they weren't openly gay or trans, and they weren't expressing themselves, and then they gained weight. And now, because you don't find them attractive anymore, and you don't like how they dress themselves and how they act, now it's a fucking problem. Now now you think you're warranted and think that you just can say mean shit about this person. I don't care if you don't like their music anymore or you don't like them as a person, but just reevaluate why you feel this way towards this person, and maybe just scroll on by. It's really not that hard. I can see someone on my For You page that I don't fucking like, but you know what I will do? I'm oh my god, scroll by and then just live my fucking life. Because there is no point. There is nothing that helps me by saying something mean. It just seems like people who have a problem with this are just projecting their insecurities and they're just being fucking bigots and they're just so miserable seeing other people who aren't conventionally attractive, who aren't cis straight fucking people being confident. Because especially you would be eating this shit up if it was like Nicki Minaj or Taylor Swift, and now it's a problem because it's, you know, someone else that you don't fucking like. You need to do better, because this is fucking stupid. Like, I can't believe that people are actually like this. Like, I can't imagine scrolling through my social media and seeing all this hateful fucking shit that people say about me on a daily.
Why is Sam Smith getting so much hate online? It's King Asante, and let's talk about it. Recently, I've seen so much hate towards Sam Smith, who goes by they, them pronouns. Sam Smith came out as non-binary in 2019, has since really started to embrace queer culture. In their recent music video, I'm Not Here to Make Friends, they really embraced their femininity and who they are, which I guess pissed people off. Recently, they performed at the Grammys, and some people called it a satanic-themed performance, and this performance has gotten a lot of backlash, with some calling it anti-Christian. Many people are sharing their thoughts, saying that a lot of it is rooted in homophobia and fatphobia.
It's just so weird because now that Sam is much more open with their sexuality and they gain weight, people are saying so much weird things about them and saying that they miss the old Sam.
Let's be honest, the real reason why so many people seem to have an issue with it is because Sam Smith is not thin. And because Sam Smith chooses to be more feminine presenting.
We know why Harry Styles can get away with wearing glitter one piece, but Sam Smith, all of a sudden it's a problem. It's not flattering. It's fat phobia. Well, I don't know why people are so afraid to say it out loud when you actively hate fat people. Like, stand in your truth. His actually looks better because Harry Styles should have belted his as well.
For all the talk about how loving and supportive and diversity friendly the current younger generation is, myself included, public opinion on Sam Smith actually tells me all I need to know to realize that's not true. Anytime Sam Smith's name comes up in discussion, whether that be on social media or in real life conversation, it seems to be consistently met by a resounding, "Ooh, I don't like that person. Sam Smith is weird. Sam Smith is a freak." Do you realize how you all sound? The hate for this person is so blatantly overlapping transphobia and fatphobia. And do not even start with me by excusing it, saying, "I just don't like their music. It's not interesting. Unholy was bad." I guarantee you most people making these comments have not heard anything but Unholy of Sam's new music. That's not even the point here, is it? It's about Sam as a person. The real reason you hate Sam Smith is not the music, and it's not taking photos with cops or being overtly sexual in public. Realistically, you could handle that if it came from a white cis person, particularly like Sam began their career identifying as publicly. The problem is that people knew Sam as one thing that could be easily categorized. They started their career publicly, yes, identifying as gay, but also a white cis gay man is like the most palatable version of queerness to society. They also made commercially appropriate, generic but strong music, like ballads and love songs that pretty much anyone can relate to in some form. But yeah, even though there's been a clear shift in Sam's sound towards more experimental queer pop, that's never been the problem. Let me reiterate, it's not about the music. It's about the fact that Sam put on a lot of weight. It's about the fact that Sam then asked to be referred to as they, them, because they don't identify as a man anymore. The horrible truth is that Sam Smith does not fit the box of what people think a non-binary person should look like. They're a heavier weight, therefore in many people's eyes less attractive, and therefore why bother putting in the effort to actually correctly gender them, right? But even then, it's still not just about that. It's about the fact that a visibly queer and bigger person is extremely willing to express their sexuality. Sam has gotten so open and vulgar in their songs. And when female celebrities do that, we all scream and cheer for it. When skinny people do that, we all love it. The problem is that Sam identifies with multiple axes of oppression that overlap. People can handle one point of difference or minority status, but when they start crossing over, it all becomes too much, and it's easier to just dismiss the person as gross or weird for some other ridiculous excuse. Case in point, Demi Lovato occupies those exact same points of being a bigger bodied person and a non-binary person, and they receive the exact same style of hatred. Typically, the body comments don't fly publicly anymore, so instead people dance around it with the misgendering. They're calling into question the person's mental health because how dare they be differently gendered or differently bodied and still be sexual. The vitriol between these two people, but specifically for this video, Sam Smith, is just reaching a boiling point for me. I can't believe so many people are willing to just sit by and take it and partake in it and act like there's not a very obvious cause. And I'm not even a Sam Smith fan, let me be clear. I don't really listen to Sam's music. That doesn't matter. I can still see Sam Smith as a person. I'm just horrified that it's so hard for people to get past that. And one more thing, even though I just put away my setup, it's very important. In the eyes of conservative people, we are all the same. Just because you are gonna go out there and like cater to them by saying, oh, people like Sam Smith are just a little too much, or like I love gay people and I support gay rights, but that's just going too far. It doesn't matter. You're never going to win them over. In the eyes of those people, we are all the same. We're all freaks. We're all insane. We're all to be eradicated. You're not distancing yourself from the bad parts of the queer community or anything like that. All you're doing is like hurting people and betraying people. And not just Sam Smith, literally, but all of the other fat and non-binary and queer people who don't fit into the perfect boxes, who see what you're saying. And even if you're going to make up excuses for it, they know what you're saying.
A lot of people are mad at Sam Smith right now because Sam is, fat, queer, doesn't visibly hate themselves, which makes a lot of people's brains be like, I don't like it. But what I really want to talk about is that often when a fat white person starts acting outside of social norms by not performing the pursuit of thinness and isn't contrite offering up the behavior of the good fatty, they're threatened by other white people by being called the white Lizzo. Lizzo is a literal god amongst us. So big L on the insult and you'd be lucky to lick her fucking shoe. But also, how many ways can you tip your hand that you're racist? People hate Lizzo because she is a fat black woman who is not contrite. Her being successful and visible actively challenges the stories that uphold white supremacy. So people try to squash her down. White people threaten other white people with a likeness to Lizzo because it's a likeness to blackness. Fat black womanhood is not a threat unless you are protecting white supremacy.
The Sam Smith hate is pure fat phobia, and people are using the fact that he is a plus-size gay man to equivalate that to Shane Dawson to justify judging him. You guys can't convince me otherwise. Someone literally said that he probably smells. It's like, why do you think that? Because he's fat. He got big. God forbid.
So Sam Smith is getting a lot of backlash this week after kicking off their Gloria World Tour, with people saying that it was, one, satanic and not appropriate for kids when there was a lot of kids in the audience. So here's a tease of what the haters are referring to. I love Sam Smith. But I think what's making it all worse is this video that's gone viral this week of Sam meeting a small fan, where in the background you can hear her mom saying that she loves to copy his dance moves. Take a look.
Thank you so much for coming. Oh, she copies all your dance moves.
Look, there's no doubt about it that Sam is rocking the most daring outfits to date. But what I will say, as an artist who's been very honest and vocal about body positivity and not always feeling good in their bodies and being able to get up on stage and do that and dress like that, that's a lesson we can all take away from. Also, as an artist, the fact that this is how they want to express their art is a beautiful thing. That's what art is. So people coming at him feels very unfair. Don't go to the show. Don't bring your kids to the show. This is how they want to express their art, and I so appreciate that. Also, Sam did warn us that this was going to be their villain era, so we were warned.
Sam Smith shockingly revealed that some evil executive at the record label literally called Sam trash when Sam told them that they wanted to release Unholy and start dressing different.
Quite important people, that what I was doing, the way I was living my life, was affecting my record sales, and that I was trash. The word trash was said to me at one point. And
Sam's label told them that they were ruining the perfect, sacred, respectable 2014 Sam that we all got to know. And even though the song came out and it was a massive hit, their label was still right. Sam was getting bullied online and in the streets.
But for me, I can deal with not Googling myself, not reading comments. That's something I can control. What people don't realise with trans non-binary people in the UK is it's happening in the street. Yeah. I'm being abused in the street, verbally, more than I ever have, having people shouting at me in the street.
Not only were they being bullied for being trans non-binary, but also getting bullied for being bigger and allowing themselves to actually enjoy food and sustenance, because they used to not let themselves enjoy food.
Just didn't look happy on that cover.
I mean, I was starving. I was hungry. I was generally hungry.
Do you think you looked good? Did you feel good about that?
Oh no, complete body dysmorphia. I thought it was big. I thought I was overweight, which is quite scary.
There's no celebrity that I respect more right now than Sam Smith, and even though they're going through such a hateful time, I can still tell that behind those eyes, they're happier than they've ever been. So the lesson here is that becoming your true self will cause you to lose a lot of people, but those people never truly loved and appreciated you for you, and now you can spend time finding people who actually love you for you.